Yes. Jitender ji, welcome.
Welcome, to all of you.
Yeah, it's very nice to see you also. जब भी होता है आप भी पहले आते हो, बहुत खुशी होती है आपको देखकर।
नहीं, मेरा रोल तो अदा करना पड़ेगा, हाँ नहीं जाता इस बिना। टिकट ग्रुप को ज्वाइन किया, मीटिंग ज्वाइन, मेरा संकल्प सिद्धि ज्वाइन किया, मेरा रह नहीं जाता, नींद नहीं पड़ता मेरा।
That's so wonderful.
ये पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ हो चुका है अभी ये।
जी जैसे ब्रीथ इन एंड ब्रीथ आउट होता है वैसे
बस वही। हाँ, ब्रीथ इन ब्रीथ आउट आज आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे 2500 टाइम किया।
वाओ
2500।
फैंटास्टिक। हमने भी 1008 के बाद में 200-300 कर लिया, बट आपको शायद बीट करना मुश्किल है। So चलिए, yes. Happy evening, everybody. Gratitude to universe. Gratitude to Shashi sir, founder CEO, Panacea H2O Gold 44477. Gratitude to Hironori Oshiro-san for giving us this opportunity to get connected here today evening through kangen. One world, one family, enagic. That is the tagline of our Panacea, isn't it? We are today at the 96th week. Yes, you heard me right. And the day by day, the week by week, we are nearing to this 100th week. It gives immense pleasure that we are part of this journey of 100 weeks. जहाँ भी हमने ये जर्नी स्टार्ट किया हो, starting from the first week or the 10th week, 50th week, but जब हम 100th week milestone reach करते हैं, that is when you will see our commitment to the platform, isn't it? So, chaliye, this is the 96th week of Nourish and Flourish by Panacea H2O Gold 44477, and presenting to you none other than Mr. Shashidhar Iyer, Global 6A2-2 leader, the one and only follower of this one word, one family, enagic, imparting true education to each and every one of us, no barriers of language, region, country, anything. Today, we are telecasting here from Dubai. Yes, this is Suma Gowda, your host for tonight. And without taking much time, I would like to hand over the floor to Shashi sir, because every minute, every second that we hear to him, we will be gathering immense knowledge on water literacy, on kangen, or business, whatever the topic may be. So today's topic is global business, isn't it? So if you all are excited to hear Mr. Iyer, can we have 777 in the chat box to welcome Shashi sir? Thank you. So with this, Shashi sir, the floor is all yours. Please take over.
Gratitude and thank you, ladies and gentlemen on this platform. Gratitude, welcome into the 96th week of Panacea H2O Gold 44477, Saturday Nourish and Flourish. 96th week, guys. 4 more to go before we hit our century as a team, as a family. What was once only a vision is turning into a dream and reality for all of us, guys. And we should feel pride in it that we are part of a Panacea family that has endured almost 2 years of a educational system, guys. So we are the millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires of enagic in the making, the legends in the making, I would say. So it's amazing to be here in 96th week. Gratitude Emirates, gratitude Dubai, gratitude universe for allowing us to host it on an international platform, bringing us from our hometown to our home state, to our home country, to an international land across 7 seas. Emirates, a country of lovely people, wonderful things. legendary accomplishments. And welcome, Dr. Omar is also joining us, and that's a high level person. Dr. Omar, welcome, my mentor, newfound wealth creator mentor that I've found thanks to Emirates, thanks to Dubai, that has blessed me with a wealth creation mentor, conscious wealth mentor, financial intelligence mentor, and I'm a student of us for the rest of my life for sure. To continue and carry his represent his body of work on the subject, and it should reach the entire world of human race. Now, conscious wealth, what a beautiful concept it is. Thank you, Dr. Omar, for being here. It is turbocharging me to share this evening platform with all the people here. There are people live on Facebook, and people do take time to join. It's a Saturday weekend, but relentlessly, this is the 96th week of Nourish and Flourish. Okay, 96th week of consistency, persistence. With or without anybody, we are committed to this platform, Dr. Omar, to do something for humanity, even if there is one genuine soul on planet Earth that is a seeker. We are here to be there for them, available for them, to build their education, to build their confidence, to build their conviction on the path of growth and humanity. So we are committed for this, and we are committed for ages to come with Panacea systems. Panacea, it means remedy and solutions for anything and everything. So we all live in different dimensions, and we experience different levels of frequencies. We struggle with a lot of things, and we grow, we evolve through the struggles, and it does take a lot of time. So this platform is an earnest effort, a genuine effort to bridge the gap, to reduce that span of starting point and the ending point. So we want to bridge that time span for the people with right education, inviting right people, right mentors, right coaches on this platform. And then because this platform has a replay activity also, a lot of people do go through recorded replays on Facebook Live. So thanks to internet world, thanks to the space artificial intelligence has created for all of us. For a genuine seeker, this is a time of no excuses. None of us are allowed to give excuses that I don't know something, I don't know anything, I am struggling. Actually, the artificial intelligence and the internet space has filled that gap and void for everybody who's a genuine seeker. You press the right buttons, and you're opening the gateways and the doorways for your fortunes, for mentors, for coaches, for everything. So thanks to all these wonderful, amazing dimensions of life, gratitude to universe. And let's begin our Saturday Nourish and Flourish, sticking to the basic fundamentals of the concept. Now, when we say the manifestation or the starting point of any human life or any thought process or any desire, it begins with water. Everything is water in the beginning. And that is why water is called life. In our native language, Hindi, we say Jal hi Jeevan hai. And in the Western world, it is called water is life, living water. Now, but unfortunately, as time transcended over a period of time, things have got depleted, things were lost somewhere midway along the journey of human race to evolve and become better and better. And in the process, even this quality of drinking water, as prescribed by the holy books of Indian holy book of Bhagavad Gita, or we say Quran, or we say Bible, or any of those holy scriptures, they have a mention of water as life. But does it hold true even today? When we say water is life, honestly, if you were to ask me, I would say it doesn't hold true anymore. Because most of the water that we are exposed to through different levels of processes, whether it is technology, whether it is purification, whether it is filtration, or whether it is anything else, the human race is exposed and is accessible only to clean drinking water. Now, the question, the $1 billion trillion question here for mankind is, Is clean water healthy for our drinking purpose? Does it still hold the virtues and values of holiness? When we say water is life, it has got that sanctity, sacredness, the holiness. Does it hold true? Because when we adopt technologies, when we adopt artificial intelligences, we are tampering the holy nature of the very element of existence, that is drinking water. The whole purification system, filtration system, strips all the essential ions, essential minerals, robs it of the basic elements while trying to process a clean water. And then clean water is available for drinking, which is the root cause of all the diseases that a human body experiences. When we say the root cause of every disease begins with the quality of water, yes, my dear friends, it holds absolutely true. Otherwise, if water was life, why are we diseased? We need to understand where is the tampering, where is the gap. Now, to bridge this gap, guys, let me explain to you that when essential ions and minerals are stripped and robbed during the process of making clean water or a drinkable potable water, what happens is it becomes a dead water. It becomes an acidic water, and it becomes the very cause of dehydration in our bodies. Our body is supposed to be 73% water, and add to this the contaminations, the pollutions, the overexposure to technologies and radiation, overexposure to pesticides, overexposure to genetically modified food habits, and all that we experience from the first morsel that we put into our mouth, it turns an alkaline baby into acidic body. And this process of turning your body acidic doesn't stop even until we are dead. Add to this the stress levels. Now we know stress is the number one disease, and stress is the number one cause of dehydration also. Now, when we talk about stress as a cause of dehydration, what does it mean? Your body cries for water. Your body is thirsty. Now, how does the body talk to us? It will talk in the form of basically fatigue. It will talk in the form of tiredness. It will talk in the form of some kind of irritation. Could be irritation of your throat. Probably it could be little bit of a cough. Then when we ignore these symptoms, it also leads to inflammatory responses in the body. So our body turns into a whole fireball of inflammations. What is inflammation? Again, it is acids in the body. Liquid acid turning into solidified acid, and solid acid turning into all kinds of diseases. Right from degenerative diseases, from ulcer, cancer, tumor, cancer, different stages. There are 7 stages to acidosis. And this is because this fireball of inflammation further causes dehydration inside the body, rendering the metabolic activity slow or blocked completely. So it is so very important for us to understand that water, which is supposed to hydrate us, food that we consume should have at least 73% water content in the food consumption also. But unfortunately, we are consuming dehydrated food, we are consuming chemicalized over pesticide foods, we are consuming all kinds of, with a shelf life of 6 months, 8 months old food. Probably we consume all kinds of junks, and we want to have a quick grab of whatever we want to eat. So we are tampering with the whole system, vibration, frequency, and alignment of the universe. That renders excessive dehydration in the body, and any excessive dehydration in the body is a loss of fluid and water in the body. Primarily, when there is a loss of water and fluid in the body, what happens to our bodies? The level of oxygen that is present in our body through the water, bioavailability of oxygen or molecular hydrogen through water is very huge in the body. It sustains the body's antioxidant requirements, the alkalinization pH values, and it also sustains other dimensions of the body like transportation system, detoxification system, and removal of metabolic wastages, dietary wastages from the body. All these activities are enabled and carried smoothly only when we are hydrated to the desired levels of our life and lifestyles. Guys, there is very little we can do about our life and lifestyles. We have to undergo the pressures and the stress of physical activities, mental activities, and economical activities or financial activities, guys. Now, when this stress buildup happens, the fluid that we take to remove the fatigue also dehydrates us further, rendering our body more acidic and dropping the levels of oxygen and essentials in the body. Now, it is not bad that our body experiences a loss of fluid, but replenishing that loss of fluid is equally important in the correct proportion throughout the day. So they say water is the single most element that travels through your 37.2 trillion cells. 93% of every living cell in our body is water. How many of you agree? Please type 111 in the chat box. If 93% of the living cell in your body is water, if brain is 83% water, if your bones are 22% water, if your skin is 65% water, tell me what part of body is not water? Water is nothing but, our body is nothing but 73% water spread across different tissues, different cells for different utilities, different purposes, different activities in the whole body. So your entire homeostasis, your entire human balance, your cognitive behavior, your cognitive thinking, the way you live, the way you breathe, the way you talk, the way you perform your daily actions, everything is defined by water. That is why they say water is life. Change your water, change your life, guys. If you love this mission purpose statement that we carry as a mission, change your water, change your life, it is a mission and a purpose by enagic kangen water company, a brand that originated from Okinawa, Osaka, Japan, through a medical grade device, a water device, which comes as a home kitchen appliances for domestic as well as commercial purposes. So very important for us to understand the mission here is change your water, change your life is water literacy program. Education and awareness that what we have been drinking as water is already tampered. We need to check. If it is not tampered, good for all of us. But if it is tampered, ladies and gentlemen, so very important that how do we do a credibility check without the right information access? So we need to understand that the water that is desirable for a healthy human body, it has to have three main properties: antioxidation, alkalinization, and microclustering. Without these three properties in your water is dead, your water is acidic, and your water is going to dehydrate you and disease you over a period of time. If you agree to this, please type agree. This is a hydration test to check if our fingers are hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a quick fix hydration test to check if we are all well hydrated, if the water is flowing through our body, if we are fluid in the right quality. Now, don't you all think that if water is the single most element in your body which travels through your 37.2 trillion cells, that we need to do a credibility check of what we are drinking, what we are putting into our mouth? Now, when we talk about stress also, primarily, why these three properties are required: antioxidation, alkalinization, and microclustering in your water. For three simple reasons. There are three kinds of stress exposure that we experience throughout our life when we are imbalanced. The number one stress is called the oxidative stress. Wherever there is involvement of oxygen, wherever there is lack of oxygen, definitely we need antioxidation. And bioavailability of antioxidant properties in water is much higher than any other fruits, consumption of any other fruits, any other vegetables, any other processes that we may adopt in our life. An average healthy human body needs 3 to 5 grams of antioxidant consumption intake on a daily basis to remain healthy and to combat oxidative stress. Now, what are the effects of oxidative stress? They are organs damaging, guys. That is when we experience defunctioning, malfunctioning of various organs in the body. Now, how does it happen? There can be any number of reasons why oxidative stress can happen to your body. The number one reason could be genetic. But though we may say number one reason could be genetic disability or a genetic mutation, but that is only about 1 to 2% of the whole damage that happens. But the rest, 98% of oxidative stress is triggered by our life and lifestyles. So guys, we need to check our lifestyles. What we feed our minds, what we feed our body, what we put into our mouth, and what we see, what we listen, what we interact with, everything matters a lot. So oxidative stress. Now, if we were to consume daily requirement of 3 to 5 grams of antioxidants, as per research experts of the world, there is no possibility at all for a human body to accept even 3 to 5 grams of antioxidant through vegetables, fruits, or any food format in any solid form. It's going to be absolutely not possible. Then we talk about bioavailability of antioxidants through water. Is it possible? We would say yes, it is definitely possible. But then, whenever you process a water for drinking through purification and filtration processes, or bottling and packaging, or whatever processes we may do in the process, we also lose track of traces of antioxidants besides essential minerals and micronutrients into the water itself. So water is supposed to be the most essential macronutrient in your whole body, in your existence. But when the macronutrient properties are lost, that is when the bioavailability of antioxidant is also tampered and lost. How do we replace it? So we need an ionization process that will separate the contaminants from the source water, clean water rather. It will only separate the contaminants. There is a cathode, there is an anode that will process acidic minerals through one chamber and then alkaline minerals to the other chamber. Alkaline chamber, the water with alkaline minerals, they also are enhanced with negative charging, which is also the antioxidant property, a bioavailability of antioxidant in the water. Now, why do we need antioxidant in the water? The bioavailability is so very important. Antioxidant, besides covering up for the blood-brain barrier or any other blockages in the body, it also detoxifies and eliminates the hardcore toxins, the chemical residuals and traces through medications or through food or pesticides or hormone disruptors that enter through our daily consumption of food. It remains in our body for a long time, like a slow poisoning and disrupting and dysfunctioning our whole body. And by the time we realize, we are ready to be clients and customers for healthcare for the rest of our lives. So ladies and gentlemen, we need antioxidants to eliminate these hardwired toxins and hardwired chemicals that enter our body systems, either through breath, because the air quality index worldwide, if you check, we know where we stand. The industrial effluents and the chemical toxins, those are very high. The quality of air that we breathe is highly depleted. Almost more than 50% depletion has happened already. So these chemicals can also enter our bodies through breath. We do not have control on that. And secondly, When we eat the pesticide-based foods, every food that we consume has one or two hormone disruptors. For certain, even with organic labels or any other labels also, it is found that the hormone disruptors, there are one or two hormone disruptors in every daily consumption of food that we consume and which we cannot avoid. It's not in our control. The third dimension for oxidative stress is our lifestyle. The way we overstretch ourselves in our pursuit of career, in pursuit of happiness, in pursuit of relationships, in pursuit of trying to hold the holding mentality that we have gathered like a rat race, and then the fear of all the pandemics, pandemics, and the future uncertainties, they put a heavy load and burden on all the organs in the body, ladies and gentlemen. And to combat this extra burden, first, we need to detoxify, eliminate the acids in the body that are lying and dumped through our food habits, through our lifestyle, through external various factors. And second thing, by adopting a healthy way of being and living, drinking 8 to 10 glasses of antioxidant water. I would call it as ionized alkaline water or enagic kangen water, which is tried, tested, proven medical grade device. ISO 13485 certification is not an ordinary certification. It is offered only for medical grade devices. So the Okinawa Osaka factory in Japan, where these devices are centrally manufactured, it goes through 22 levels of inspections and audits at the manufacturing levels, and it has been tracked through computer artificial intelligence systems, and it is proven and approved even by Japanese Medical Association, which has got a panel of more than 6,500 plus doctors. And how do we know this? There are more than 17.5 million happy customers worldwide who have been drinking this water day in, day out, 8 to 10 glasses of 9.5 pH approx average enagic kangen water. It could be 8.5 pH slightly alkaline water, 9 pH slightly alkaline water, or slightly alkaline 9.5 pH water. 8 to 10 glasses of water. That makes a huge impact over a period of time. Gradually, these toxins, because of consumption of 3 to 5 grams of antioxidants through water in our body, it helps us in the detoxification process. Secondly, it helps us in excellent hydration or superior hydration. This water penetrates our brain cells within 30 seconds. And this water, because of its antioxidant properties, because of its alkalinization properties, the right pH values, because of the microclustering properties, penetrates our 37.2 trillion cells within 12 minutes, guys. You can type 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. In 12 minutes, your body restores and regains back its energy and originality to boost immunity, ladies and gentlemen. So, superior hydration. Now, whenever the water is processed, 85% of the water is not absorbed into the body. Isn't it an amazing revelation? We think we are drinking 3 liters of water, 5 liters of water, bottled water, packaged water, any other water for that matter. Do a credibility check. We do not blame you. We do not blame anybody for that matter. Their intentions might be good, but this kind of a thing does happen. This situation does exist. So we need to check our water. Are we ready to check our water at the first level, education? Yeah. Whether your water has antioxidant properties. Ladies and gentlemen, if you agree, please type 222 in the chat box. This is a hydration test. It will define how young you are biologically. Ladies and gentlemen, antioxidants are the way to check your hydration levels. It will speed up and reverse your biological age also internally at subcellular level. It's amazing. So the first property is the antioxidant property that is very much important for our bodies. The second property, we come to alkalinization. Wow, there are a lot of articles on YouTube, on Google, on many other platforms and forums where even medical fraternity does talk about it, that external alkalinization doesn't do any good to the body. The body has its own buffering systems and it will alkalize anything that is acid. Anything that is excessively acidic, they say our body has a buffering system, a support system, which will use all the alkaline mineral deposits that are in the body in the form of calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium in the right amounts to handle any kind of excessive acidic triggering inside the body caused by food, caused by lifestyle, caused by any external factors. If that were to hold true, a simple common sense question to all of us, it is our life. So we need to ask these questions as a part of self-education program, ladies and gentlemen. We are not here to disregard, disrespect any of the forums or the research that is being carried out in the whole market. But ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to our body, we need to understand if body's alkaline buffering systems were at optimization working in your favor, in your body's homeostasis, why would somebody have to be chronically on medications? Why somebody's body should experience fatigue and energy loss? Why somebody should experience a heart failure, kidney failure, brain failure, respiratory failure, circulatory failure? You talk of so many failures or slowdowns. Why does the slowdown happen? Basically, even the primary root cause of any inflammation or cancer in the body, as the research says, it is buildup of lactic acid in your body. Now, excessive buildup of lactic acid in the body, either in the liquid form or the solidified form, happens through metabolic acidosis. Whenever there is a metabolic process in your body, the lactic acid formation as a wastage is definitely a byproduct. Second thing, the dietary habits. Whenever we put something into our mouth, whatever high quality food or fluid that you may put into your mouth, ladies and gentlemen, every product has a byproduct and a waste. And the wastage, dietary wastage or metabolic wastage, is nothing but lactic acid formation. And when it spread across your body and remains in your body for a prolonged period, it starts buildup of cholesterol, blockages of arteries, veins, capillaries, and it causes blockages of every kind, rendering you inflamed, rendering you diseased, and rendering you conditioned. And the solution, possible solution, immediate solution to arrest these symptoms is we move towards synthetic and chemical formulations, which we call it as drugs and medications, ladies and gentlemen. Again, drugs and medications, synthetics, they are very heavy for our body's requirements. And the traces of these chemicals go and settle into your weak organs for years together. We recover from one particular symptom when we go for a treatment, but end up losing some other or gaining some other symptom. So that is how we experience multiple problems and challenges when it comes to maintaining our acid alkaline balance. So what is the best way to keep our body slightly alkaline? When we are born, our body's homeostasis is slightly alkaline, 7.3 to 7.4. That is slightly alkaline, just above the neutral. If we are able to maintain this balance, then our body performs at its optimum level. If you agree to this, you can type 333 in the chat box. Again, a quick hydration test. It should not be an overload of information and data for all of you guys. It is so very important to check hydration again and again. Now, whenever we talk about different diseases, whenever you are hit by a virus, fungus, or a bacteria, whenever you experience a fever, whenever you experience a flu, whenever you experience uneasiness, have you ever seen when you go to the hospital, what is the first line of treatment they offer to you? It is the saline. Why do they put you on saline as the first medical protocol? Hydration, guys, hydration. What is the second protocol? Put oxygen. Simple. They put you on saline, they put you on oxygen, and either way your body starts responding. They say our body is an excellent healing mechanism of the universe itself. It is a living universe, guys. The universe is not outside. It is very much inside of us, and body's mechanism, it can heal itself of everything. Everything means everything. Whatever we may experience, again, is a manifestation. Like I said, everything begins with fluid. If you change the fluid that you put into your mouth and your body, automatically your body vibrates at a very higher level. And that is how we need to understand that when you purify and filter your drinking water, it turns acidic. A flowing water is supposed to be alkaline. The stream waters, the spring waters, or the waterfalls that you see, there are many holy places in the world where we find these miracle waters. Now, when you check miracle waters of the world, there is Zamzam water in Mecca, Medina. There is Ganga water in India at the place of origin at Gangotri. Then there is New Lodge in France. Then there is holy water in Mexico. Then there are many such places in Germany. We do have such waters. There are many places in the universe where we find this holy water, healing water, miracle water, living water, or antioxidant rich water. Now, to facilitate this, at the click of a finger in your kitchen, guys, the scientists did extensive research from Russians to take over on Japan and this Japanese project, which is called enagic kangen water. Kangen means return back to origin in Japan. They created a medical grade device in medical infrastructure facilities, and they started delivering this device, kitchen home appliances. And when this appliance is installed and when your source water runs through, we know particular dynamic engineering where your TDS is controlled to 150 to 200, which is an ideal TDS of water, the hardness and softness of the water that can be consumed by your subcellular activities. So for effective consumption of this water, we need to have this device, and the source water should be structured and controlled externally with pre-filtration systems into 150 to 200 TDS levels. And when this 150 to 200 TDS level water, source water, clean water, passes through the ionization chamber, gets negatively charged, and gets separated with smaller clusters and molecules after ionization and breaking up, we have alkaline minerals moving into the water for drinking water purpose, 8.5 pH, 9.5 pH waters, and then we have residual acidic waters. On a pH scale of 14, the remaining is all acidic waters. Besides that, we have clean drinking water at 7 pH, and we also have super alkaline 11.5 pH water, not supposed for drinking. But super alkaline water can be used to wash off your pesticides, make your food chemical free, make your home chemical free, and the acidic water can be used for beauty purposes, for disinfectant purposes, and we can also use it for many other purposes. There are more than 100 uses of different pH levels of waters through a single device. So it is not just a home appliance or it is not just a drinking water device as grossly misunderstood. It is a complete home solution, guys. When we say complete home solution, it can be a chemical-free home and it can be used for multiple external purposes, right from tabletop cleaning to kitchen top cleaning to gas stove cleanings to cleaning your utensils, disinfect every aspect of your home. Isn't it amazing and wonderful? You have wonderful family, you love your kids, gentle kids, newborn babies, moving around, staying around, floating around. They need strong incubators. Your home can be a natural incubator just with water. Have you ever thought about this, guys? Water can be an incubator to disinfect your entire home and protect your newborns. It's amazing. One tablespoon of this water to a newborn alkaline waters. The babies are already alkaline, but ingesting 1 tablespoon, small tablespoon of water, alkaline water into babies will render them alkalized and they can grow to their full potentials without any hormone disruptions because of external reasons that we are unaware of. We do not know what pesticide is causing hormone disruption in our kids. We do not know what kind of hormone disruptor we have in our butter, in our cheese, in our groceries, in our vegetables. Each one of these foods that we consume, that comes into our kitchen, we have no reasons to believe that it does not have toxins. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not me, it's medical research that proves that every food that we have been consuming over a period of time, most of them have 1 or 2 hormone disruptors, which are unavoidable. Do we want our kids to experience hormone disruption? Anybody here, please type your name. Or please type no, 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 no. Please type, make that effort. No, 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 no to toxins, no to chemicals, no to hormone disruptors to our next generation. We have lived our life the way we have lived and survived. We have to give that strength to the survival and the immunity of the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to contribute to the planet by making it better and more immune, more boosted up to endure any kind of a pandemic, pandemic, radiation exposure. The 5G is coming and so many things are coming, and the computer systems technologies have invaded our bedroom privacies, bathroom privacies. There's no place where we are devoid of technology and digital world, ladies and gentlemen. So radiation is following us 24/7. So the temperatures are soaring, there is global warming happening, there are so many environmental changes, unaware it's happening to all of us. Guys, do not feel something is happening in USA doesn't mean that something will not happen to us in India or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh or Pakistan or Dubai, anywhere. It is a butterfly effect and the ripple effect. The universal consciousness is being tampered. And what if we can help our little bit by sharing this water literacy program and sharing about this device and also getting compensated as a small reward and a thank you check for recommending something that is good to the universe? Do we all agree? Do you think we should strengthen the hands of the community building to talk about this project to the world? My mentor taught me one thing. My father, my personal mentor and guru, he taught me one thing. If anything is good, please participate in sharing and recommending the good to the benefit of the universe. And this act of kindness can never be wasted in the universe, guys. You could be accumulating unknown, infinite blessings of the universe for your next generations and your family. The ones whom you love the most. When you love the unknown, the love comes back in multiplier effect to the known, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of being selfish, nothing wrong being selfish, we can be little selfless, isn't it? At least some part of your thoughts, some part of your day, some part of your activity, giving back to the society, giving back to the mankind. It could be in the form of a kind word, kind act. It could be in the form of information, education, product, service. It could be in the form of meditation. It could be anything. At times, it could be just standing morally with someone. Can we all do that? You don't have to contribute physically with strength all the time. We can contribute just by being with people, guys. And then when we talk about naturally alkaline, people say there are cheaper alternatives, there are cheaper mechanisms to make things alkaline, but anything that is ingested and induced chemically alkaline, it comes with a lot of side effects, number one, because those are chemically, synthetically made alkaline. And second thing, the molecular weight of synthetic alkaline is much higher than naturally alkaline. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody has taught us this so far. Anything that is naturally antioxidant is light on weight, 1 to 2 units, compared to minimum 150 to 200 for any synthetic molecules. The minimum weight is 150 molecular units, guys. 150 and above. Where is 2? Where is 150 molecular units? You understand the difference? How many times more? So we need to understand that when it is naturally alkaline, the molecular weight is easily consumed by our body without any side effects and health hazards. Can we type clap, clap, clap? So the second property, naturally alkalinization, that helps our body's immune system. The third property that is required to be in our drinking water and to be consumed by our body, it is the microclustering, the ability to penetrate in subcellular levels on a fast basis or quick basis in emergency situations. Ladies and gentlemen, every time there is no emergency, but if we practice daily, if the size of the molecule is reduced, it is easy for digestion, it is easy for consumption, it is easy for drinking, isn't it? And then it easily enters the process, the metabolic process and the detoxification process, ladies and gentlemen, as an effective transportation system. So very important that a liquid, a fluid, or a water that is electrolyzed, that is ionized, that is alkalized, that is microclustered, that is hexagonal, that is antioxidant rich, that is anti-inflammatory rich, and that is also active hydrogen rich. Guys, if we have that kind of a water, we would say only one product and service, that is enagic kangen water. So we all can type kangen, kangen, kangen if we believe in this science. So ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through a quick demo of enagic kangen water, which is the nourish and flourish part of the business. So Arun, if you can help me with the video. Thank you. If you love the value information so far, you can type 96, 96, 96 in the chat box because we are in the 96th week of evolution. Thank you, guys. So you can talk in the
Yes. While there is a technical hitch, let's see, today also, as we all know, that at least one thing will be new, isn't it? Whenever Shashi sir takes its abundance of information that is given, and also every time, if we have to sit with a paper and a pen to just note it down what is new. We have been Kenyan happy users since 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. But the information, the new information, the new protocol that we are getting each and every session, that is like incredible. If you agree with me, can you please type 444 in the chat box? That's wonderful. Let us show gratitude to Shashi sir for whatever the information, the new information he's sharing. Now, we got back our screen sharing by the co-founder Arundhati. And yes, here we go.
Now, kangen water, by the way, this technology here is not new. It is actually been used in the past, or for the past 40 over years, in the very top Japanese hospitals. They've been using this water, absolutely right. Let me first introduce you to this amazing gentleman right here. This man here, his name is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He is a world famous doctor. Now this guy here, well, he's one of the top doctors in the world. He only treats all the VVIPs of the world. The kings and queens, the prime ministers, people sitting right at the top. The cream of the cream. But you're probably wondering, well, what about the whole rest of the world? What about them, right? You don't have to worry, because Dr. Shinya here, he's actually written many books. Over here, I have the first of his many books. This one here is called The Enzyme Factor. Over 2 million copies sold worldwide. Inside this book, you'll learn a variety of different health practices and advice that Dr. Shinya advises for everybody in the world. Okay? And at the same time, he recommends drinking one specific water. And that is, of course, the kangen water. If you don't mind me, sir, can I invite you to just read the first bullet point out loud, please? Is that all right?
Drinking kangen water can help your obesity.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you so much, sir. It says right on the first bullet point, right? Drinking kangen water can help cure obesity. Now that's interesting, isn't it? You see, Dr. Shinya, where does he practice? In the top hospitals in America. 2 of them right here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've probably, well, been in touch with the American culture for a little bit, isn't it? Our company, enagic, still operational in America for the past 12 years. Why? Very simply, whatever Dr. Shinya here says is of course the truth. And of course it is documented. Is it alright if I show you, ladies and gentlemen, to a few pictures of Dr. Shinya's patients before and after his treatment? Would you like to see that? Yes. Let's have a look. This is inflammation inside the colon. You can see it's pretty bad. After 3 months of his treatment, over here, drinking kangen water, you can see tremendous difference right there. Before and after. Okay? Over here, we also have chronic constipation. Right here, look at this. Half the world is constipated. We also have chemotherapy. This here is after chemotherapy on the left. This here is after 3 months of Dr. Shinya's treatment again. Before, after, you can see, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, why is the organ completely dead? It's all black. But after that, kangen water, it has come back to life, isn't it? Now, want to know Dr. Shinya's secrets? One of it is, of course, putting his patients on kangen water every single day. Kangen water here has 3 very simple properties. The first one is antioxidation, second one is alkalinization, and third one is microclustering. Okay? Have you ever experienced, after speaking on the phone, your ear region starts to get really, really hot? Correct? Now imagine the amount of radiation from your phone. It just blasted your face full of all these positive radicals, and they go around killing our cells, leaving our bodies damaged, more susceptible to all these illnesses just now. Why are we getting all these diabetes and all that? Now, where else can we find these oxygen-free radicals? Unfortunately to say, through our bodies as well. Right? When we are stressed. You see, inside this water, we contain something that we call antioxidation. The complete opposite of all of that. Right? It prevents all the oxidation from happening, keeping us young and healthy. Over here, let me show you this chart right here. This here is actually something that we call an antioxidation chart. Anything above 0 is bad for you. Right? You drink these liquids, you will kill yourselves faster. Anything negative is good for you. We got things like vitamin C, green tea, even cod liver oil. Very good for you. Okay, today we're going to do some tests. First test here is regular filtered water. Secondly, I have Kinley. We also have inside this bottle right here, Sprite over here. This one goes right in there. And of course, inside my bottle right here, we have something that we call kangen water. I'm just going to open it and pour it inside here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to switch on my meter right here and put it into the first sample here, which is regular purified filtered water. Now what is the reading there, gentlemen? Can you read it up? 220 and rising, 230. Same thing here. Let's look at our reverse osmosis water. Now, read out loud. 260 over ORP. People in the back, if you cannot see. Over 260 ORP. Equally highly oxidized. Now, Sprite here, what is the reading of this? 440. Sprite, 440. Oh my gosh. And of course, finally, our kangen water. Right here. Immediately, you will see a minus sign in the front. Can you see a minus sign in the front? What is the reading there? Minus 750 ORP. Negative 750 ORP. Now let me show you this, the second property of the water, which is this one, alkalinization. Okay? Now this here is a pH chart. Now pH neutral is 7. It is right in the middle. Anything below 7 is acidic. Anything above 7 is alkaline. I have in my hand is called a pH test liquid. If I drop it into these different colors, you will see the colors change. Over here, this is very clearly green color, which is pH neutral 7, green color. Okay, now over here, we have our reverse osmosis water. Okay, this one here, you can see very clearly, reverse osmosis is acidic right there. Some of you guys are probably wondering, well, why is it so acidic? Correct? Acidic and also highly oxidizing. Today, we put this into our Sprite. Now, what is the reading there? Again, you can see clearly very highly acidic over there. And of course, over here, kangen water. The only one with a healthy alkaline color. Ladies and gentlemen, this is pH 9.5. Which waters do you want to be drinking? The acidic waters or the kangen water? Kangen water, right? There you go. Okay, this is the second property of the water. Now, let me introduce all of you here to the third property of the water, which is this one here. Okay, microclustering. Ever experienced after you drink a lot of water, you feel very full, correct? You feel bloated. That is because these are your cell size, but you want to throw a football inside your cell. Can it go in? Absolutely not, right? It won't go in. You have to break it down first before it can be absorbed. Whereas kangen water here is much smaller and only at 5 to 6 molecules of H2O clustered together. Now this is perfectly shaped and sized to go straight in and out of your cells. But you see how kangen water works is very simple with its three very special properties: the antioxidation, alkalinization, and of course the microclustering. These three properties, they take your body from this acidic, oxidized, dehydrated state, it puts it back into its original state for it to function 100% again, right? For it to heal itself again. That's why after drinking this amazing water, many people worldwide, they experience benefits, right? You see, the best part about this water is this: it is not a medication, it is not a pill, it is not a potion, it doesn't heal, and it doesn't cure. What it does is even better. It allows our body to do what we were supposed to do in the first place. Function at its maximum potential for us to properly heal ourselves again, like we did many, many years ago. Right? This water here, amazing stuff. This amazing water, by the way, this technology comes in the form of a machine. Now this machine, by the way, it produces not one, but 5 different types of waters. Let me introduce these to you. Now the first type is very simply something that we call the kangen water. It comes in 3 different settings: 8.5, which is the weakest setting, all the way up to 9.5. Okay, we would always recommend people to start off drinking 8.5 first. We also have something that we call clean water, which is just like regular filtered water, except we remove chlorines as well. We also have something that we call beauty water, right here, beauty water. This water here, it works like a toner. Okay, it shrinks the pores and tightens your skin, makes your skin look firmer. This is our beauty water. Okay, We got two more waters to show you. First one is called strong acidic water. Second one here is called strong kangen water. This, by the way, this machine is, by the way, not, and I repeat, is not a water filter. Because ask yourselves, have you seen a water filter produce all these waters before? No, right? This is not a water filter. In fact, this machine here is considered a medical device in Japan. This technology also used in the very top Japanese hospitals for the past 40 over years. Yeah. Okay. This water here, in order for the machine to work, you require a good, clean, drinkable water source first. Now, how do you do that? Very simple. You get a pre-filtration system to filter your water clean first before you take that water, put it into our kangen machine, and it comes out all the good waters that I've just showed you just now. You see, ladies and gentlemen, to have this amazing technology in your homes today, only a very small investment of 2,68,000. This machine here is the only, and I repeat, the only medical grade water machine in the world today. No other water machine is medical grade. Anything else is a compromise. They have this ISO 13485, which is the international standards for making medical devices. This machine right here is the only water machine in the world that can produce these two waters right here, the 11.5 pH and the 2.5 pH. This machine here also comes with a 5-year warranty. This machine here also, right, comes with a lifespan of up to 25 years plus, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I dare say this machine here will last you your entire lifetime. And one of the reasons why it lasts so long is because we have a patented one-of-a-kind e-cleaning system. You see, we have an inbuilt auto-cleaning system, number one. We also have a manual cleaning system, which is this one here, the e-cleaning system. This machine here is 100%, and I repeat, 100% headache-free. Some people ask me, so how much is the daily running cost of this machine right here? So they want to take 2,68,000 divided by 25 years. And I say, let's be conservative. I like to be conservative. Let's use only 15 years. I did the mathematics, and it only comes out to be 17,800 rupees per year. Only 49 rupees per day. Ladies and gentlemen, 49 rupees per day. This is not per liter. It is not per bottle of water. It is not even per person in your family. It is per family. Whether you have 2 or 20, it is still 49 rupees per day. How much water can you produce? Up to 6 liters of kangen water per minute. That is a lot of water. You can feed the whole neighborhood if you wanted to. Yeah, right? 6 liters of kangen water per minute.
Yes. Thank you, Arundhati. That was a wonderful sharing. So isn't it exciting, that video? It was self-explanatory, and hope all of you enjoyed it. So this is the nourish part of the today's Saturday nourish, and then for the flourish part, you can contact the person who invited you today on this platform. Any queries, any doubts, and any clarifications, you can please contact either the persons invited you or Shashi sir also. So thank you. Like we are sorry, please forgive us, and thank you. We love you all. We have taken 5 minutes extra. So let us come on video, because this is a memorable moment of your life, because Dr. Omar Fisher is with us today, who I had such a great opportunity to meet him in Dubai. What a great personality he is. And Dr. Omar, we are so grateful to you that you are in our platform today, and that too thoroughly participating for the whole platform. Madanji or Navdeepji, can I request you please to take the screenshot, and I request all of you, Yashas, everybody, please come on video. This is a great opportunity to take the pictures. This is $1 trillion picture of our lifetime with Dr. Omar Fisher. Yes, yes, yes. Gratitude to universe, gratitude to Panacea, gratitude to Shashi sir for this yet again 96th week of wonderful nourish and flourish. Let us go ahead for yet another week, a milestone of our journey. That is on the next week, it is 97th week, isn't it? We are all excited. Shubhratri. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.